I wake up later than the light. In this 24 square meter room, the sun never rushes in. It just arrives. Every morning, before I move, I watch the air. At first, it looks empty, but if I stay still long enough, something begins to appear. By the time my eyes are open, it has already slipped through the small window, finding its way onto the wall, the floor, the metal frame of the bed. Tiny movements caught in the narrow beam of light. Dust, floating, turning, falling, rising again. They are the first ones to wake up in here. Not me, not the fan, not the city outside, just them. People say this room is small, but the dust never seems to mind. For them, this is an endless sky. As the morning grows older, the light sharpens, thicker, more certain of itself. By midday, the room is at its brightest, and somehow at its loneliest. Outside, voices and engines and footsteps. It pours over the folding table in the corner, the one with faint scratches only visible when the sun draws a line across them. I don't know who left those marks before I came here. A knife, a key, the edge of something that mattered to someone once. The dust gathers there too, settling into every groove, making old lines glow for a few quiet minutes each day. On the wooden wardrobe, shirts hang in a tired row. Some I wear often, some I avoid. The light slips in between the sleeves, rests on the soft fabric, then slips away again. When I switch on the standing fan, the room breathes differently. The air moves, the shirts tremble, and inside the thin slice of sunlight, the dust begins to dance. Not a wild dance, just a slow turning, circles inside circles, like they are tracing orbits around something inside. The metal bed frame draws shadows on the floor, thin and straight, like lines in a notebook waiting to be written on. The dust drifts through those lines, and yet they say so much. About time, about waiting, about how a life can pass inside places no one ever photographs. Sometimes I lie on the bed and stare at the ceiling. The neon tube is off, but its memory of harsh light still lingers in the corners. The sun, softer, kinder, tries to rewrite the room for a few hours each day. In those hours, the dust is everywhere, above the wardrobe, above the fan. They float around all of it, without judgment, without impatience, just presence. By late afternoon, the light changes its mind. It bends, lower, warmer, more fragile. The beam that once cut in sharply now stretches across the room. The dust moves more slowly in it, like it knows the day is almost over. This is the hour when everything feels heavy and light at the same time. The room is still the same, but in this fading light, nothing looks exactly as it did in the morning. Even the empty spaces feel full. Full of what? Maybe of all the words I never said out loud. Maybe of all the versions of myself I left scattered around this room, like receipts and old notebooks. The dust has seen them all. It has watched me stay up too late. It has watched me sleep through alarms. It has watched me talk to no one, think too much, hope quietly, give up quietly, and then hope again, quietly. And every day, without fail, it returns to this little stage of light to perform the same silent dance no one ever applauds for, no one but me, no one but the room. As evening leans in, the room dims. The city outside turns on its electric stars. The neon tube hums to life with a cold, flat glow. And for a moment, it feels like the magic is gone. But it isn't. It's just hiding, waiting behind the curtain of night, behind the window glass, behind my own tired thoughts. Until the earth turns a little more, and morning finds this small room again. When that happens, the dust will wake before I do, rising slowly into the first thin ray of light. And once again, in a place the world calls nothing special, a quiet universe will begin to move. We call it dust. We call it a cheap room. We call it an ordinary day. But in the secret life of dust light, nothing is ever truly empty. Not the air, not this room, not even me.